My screen is going to look a little bit different on this stream, but I'm going to post the stream to the general chat. And it's just going to be of the group that we're all in right now. All of us BSing just to test it out. Yeah. Yeah. Is that link even clickable in general chat? I shared a YouTube thing. Okay. Yeah. It's a knife. Hey, careful, that thing went up to like $500. Well, it's the 5 Alpha. Wow. Five, 585. It's the same dimensions. It's the same steel. The last time I went live on YouTube and it kept the name, the the beginning of Pigtopia City. Whenever I live stream my pigs, I I am I am so game for that. If you get a used one, you probably get a good deal. The way to drink coffee? Yes. Yes. Some of y'all got to know, you don't hang out with me if you have all your marbles. So
I'm kind of retarded.
finally got to use it. Justin's laugh. I don't know if it's working. We are in live stream. Yes. But I don't know if it's working. We are working. Some would refer to that as dream big. How does that look? Is it lagging at all? That's what I was afraid of. No, it's this. Well, I put it a minute behind, so it should go a minute from like what I'm saying right now. A minute later, it should pop up there. Well, the voice chat is actually muted for now until I do get it figured out. Because and then because if I unmute it, I do believe there'll be a doubling effect. Try and
Oh
say something.
yeah.
Problem.
Can you guys hear you
We'll
talking?
be able to hear ourselves.
Y'all continue your conversation. I'm testing this out.
I got to say, Theo, your cover picture there looks very dapper and elderish.
I was thinking that one music video, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of the song. Was
No,
or whatever.
the artistic, yeah.
Whenever I first started my
Yeah.
YouTube channel, I was going to go by Truck Bed Boss. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want people to know me as Truck Bed
Almost sounds
Boss.
Yeah, truck bed. I mean, that's like lot lizard sounding.
Very horse,
How
yeah.
dare you profile?
Well, I was going to like do what I'm
Truck
doing
bed
now, but I was going to like have my, you know how I go out to the woods and I'll do a video. Some of those I'll do in the woods. I was going to do that, but like have a desk in the back of my truck bed and invite people up there, sit on the.
That smaller Blue Eddy inside of I'm gonna make a Faraday cage out of one of my ammo cans. I think that's what I'm gonna do with it. Is
Not going to keep it in the truck.
A piece of
well, I'm gonna
plastic I
keep it in
picked
the
up
truck,
off my
but I'm gonna
desk.
keep it in a Faraday cage on top of that.
That would be a good deal because I think shit's going to come down here pretty soon. You know.
She's
Yeah.
gonna hit the fizzy.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, I've been watching. I'd watch a lot of Temple and a lot of other stuff, and the whole nuclear war thing keeps getting tossed around and tossed around and tossed around. And I think one of the things that it was mentioned a couple of times, but it hasn't. I don't think it's really gotten enough attention. Outside of nuclear war, there's another thing that could happen that could really devastate not only us, but pretty much the entire world, and that's the internet.
Yeah.
Someone damages that cable.
They've already cut some cables up in, outside of Sweden, somewhere in the water, the North Sea. Some cables have already been cut. I mean, if the British can send divers down and blow up Nord Stream and blame it on whoever, then somebody can send down whoever and blow up cables, and then the internet's gone. Except for
that's devastating on many different levels. I mean, you got your satellite stuff, but it's still communication is going to be so shot. Attention.
Just remember now, a couple of years ago, before this thing started with Russia and Ukraine, Russia shot down one of their own satellites.
Blew up their own pipeline too, right?
I don't think the Russians did it.
I don't think they did that.
Why would you blow up your own $20 billion pipeline?
Yeah, I was being sarcastic. I don't think they did it.
Oh.
Although I do want. Here's a possible video. Some stuff I did learn today. It's about the FTX stuff. So Maxine Waters is on the oversight of the investigation to him, but she has also, she has accepted an abundant amount of money from him as well.
Yeah.
FTX started when Joe Biden got into office.
How convenient.
They are the second largest donor to the Democratic Party, and
Yeah,
so far
behind,
they've
Soros.
yep
I thought they were first.
40 million.
No, behind Soros.
Yeah,
Okay.
Soros
Well,
is the
number
only one above
I
him.
mean, are we really surprised? Hasn't money laundering been a thing for like ever?
Yeah.
It
You
was
know
You
what?
think the money going to Ukraine was really going to Ukraine?
Yeah, it's because Afghanistan failed. So once they stopped milking Afghanistan, they pivoted to Ukraine. And once Ukraine fails, which it's failing right now, they're going to find another way to milk money through money laundering. And who knows what it'll be. I think it'll be the southern border because all the propaganda now, specifically coming out of Call of Duty of all places, is pointing at a North versus South American war, specifically the U.S. versus Mexico. Because you can make a retarded amount of money off that just because of all the drugs involved.
I think
I
what
mean,
we're
yeah,
seeing is
Afghanistan, even Iraq. I held $500,000, $500,000 in cash in my hands that was saran wrapped. I can promise you, I wasn't the first American to touch it.
Oh yeah, I bet the CIA probably had their hands on it. Special forces groups.
Well, we would go on patrol, and part of our patrol, we would take a finance guy with us, and we were there as his security, and we would go to different towns, and the finance guy would just hand these towns hundreds of thousands of US dollars.
It's fucking.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
I mean,
dropped off
that
quite
was-
a few khaki wearing people over there. Put it that way.
Yeah, that was a weekly thing for us. It wasn't an off thing. It was, hey, we're taking so and so over to this town, and we beefed up security a little bit because the dude was rolling around with a couple $100,000 of US
Oh, yeah.
dollar, and we would
See,
just
that's what I
drop it
liked about
off
their,
and leave.
Their take on the what was that 12 strong. One of the things they actually got accurate in there was the amount of money that we throw around to these little tribes and stuff to get them to sway their legions. Basically, I mean,
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
can be bought when you're that
Hundreds
poor.
of thousands of dollars.
In my civilian belief, their allegiance is not swayed. They're just taking the money.
Well, yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, don't get it wrong. The Iraqis and the Afghan individuals, they have no allegiance to anybody. It's whoever
No.
gives them the money. So if Al Qaeda or the Taliban or whoever it was came in and gave them $100 to put in an IED, and then the U.S. rolled in and gave them $200 to report the IED, they would then just hand us the IED that they were handed and then get the $200. And now they have $300.
were never heard of again, or did they just become
Yeah, but we got
politicians?
politicians.
That was a conspiracy I heard a while back. Like some of Pelosi's parents were part of the mob. I don't know if it's a conspiracy or not. I just don't know if it was. Yeah, she sells some good ones.
I mean, there's so much deep running blood. I mean, you got Kennedy still in play. You got so many different senators.
That they don't have to go to the gas pump and fill up their F-150.
Well, they say that
They
there's
don't.
a gas station right across from the Capitol that the gas is just, it's so far overpriced, but they don't give a crap because it's not their money going into it. It's the taxpayers' dollars. Like
Oh, in
not-
DC, yeah, it's about 2 miles away from the Capitol.
Not-
and yeah, they're probably paying like $7 a gallon.
It's not even coming out of their part of the salary. Like, do they not get like a credit card that's basically like, well, this is for work, so I get to swipe it?
Actually, yeah, actually, what most people don't realize is a lot of stuff. Their housing is paid. Some of the housing when they own a house and they live in certain housing that's given to them, which is paid for by us. Taxpayer dollars pays for temporary housing or positional housing for politicians or what do you call the foreign diplomats? We pay for all that. I mean,
It's a racket, man. If you can become a congressman or a senator or even a state representative, you got it made. You got it made, whether you're a Republican or Democrat or whatever.
oh yeah, all you gotta do is tell a lie every now and then.
You got it made.
Well, they've got the vice president's house on the National Observatory there in Washington, D.C. that none of them ever stay at. I think we've talked about this before. So the White House does not contract out, or the White House does not have its own bomb squad. So they hit up all the branches. So in 2010, I was tasked out with being part of the EOD, the bomb squad for the White House during the Obama administration. And quite a few times we'd have to go over to the vice president's house, and like Cox Communications, their cable place, wherever was coming in and redoing the fiber optics or whatever they were doing. And we'd go over there because we'd have to sweep the van and everything for them. The vice president was never there. They don't ever stay at that house, but which is hilarious, they have Secret Service agents stationed at that house 24/7. But the vice presidents never stay at that house. It's just a waste of taxpayer dollars.
I got an extra bedroom I can rent out to the VP.
Yeah.
You know,
Shit.
Well,
Kamal.
Fly back the very next day for a meeting, just so he could fly back to Delaware the next night, because he wanted to stay in his own bed, is the way they put it.
What about that carbon footprint? We got to do away with fossil fuel.
That only applies to us peons.
Yeah.
to
right.
white
Hey,
straight males.
You
Rules
know
for
what?
the-
When you
Let's
When you
all
got-
fly COP27 and talk about how we can reduce carbon emissions, but yet we flew there and we had limousines. We're the ones that are going to have to reduce and pay more. It's just
Well,
total.
of course, if we weren't oxymoronic, we'd be boring. And in Biden's defense, okay, when you have underage girls chained up under your
Interesting.
floor in your house, you have to kind of return to check on them every now and then, okay?
do.
So being
You have
gone
to
for
feed
that
them.
long is just not, you
It's true.
got to
Very,
wash
very
their hair
true.
so you can sniff it.
Yeah.
Oh, this world has gone crazy. It's nuts to think about.
What's going on, Montana? You're on mute, by the way.
Extra bedroom I can rent out to the VP.
Yeah. Shit. Well,
Kamal.
There we
fly
are.
back the next day for a meeting, just so he could fly back to Delaware the next night, because he wanted to stay in his.
Anytime I move, okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had both audios going. I was like, what the? Okay.
CO, I hope you didn't, well, if that whole thing I said with the Biden thing gets in there, you might get kicked off YouTube.
Wouldn't be the first time.
We're going to cut this stream.
Montana said I talked enough last time anyway. That's the reason why they're muted.
He's muted.
Is Montana
So
the
what-
one with the cat with the
Yeah.
tie?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just got to
That
say
with a bow
enough
sword.
stuff
And the
wrong for
mirror-
him to come in here and
mirror-
correct us. Is that right, Montana?
He's the one that was showing us. He's really
Prima.
like Discord and seems, at least somewhat tech savvy. He's the one that showed us that new like messaging app and stuff. So now I got Justin on there. Chris will be on there soon. Cliff will be on there. Scoot will be on there. Yeah, it'll work.
Oh,
and then
man, I
I'll
didn't
announce
know
it
it
to
was
the
me.
guild too. Probably within the next day or two.
So Montana's the dude with the cool looking tie.
The
Mhm.
cat with the cool tie.
The cat with a cool tie.
Mhm.
Styling and profiling.
I like it. It's business.
Reminds me of Cat Turd.
I'm not gonna lie. I had so many inappropriate names just to pop up there, but we're gonna go with it's a nice tie.
Maybe he can help me with my I-9s tomorrow.
Just fill out your own and turn it in. Leave the rest alone.
I won't even tell you what they told me to do.
I bet they told you to forge some shit, didn't they?
All right, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised.
How many Social Security numbers did you have to make up?
No social security numbers, but some of the driver's license and IDs, I had to extend the expiration date, or what do you call it? Whatever you call it.
Yeah, the expiration
Driver's
date.
license?
So I'm gonna. I muted the stream, you guys in the stream, because I don't want people incriminating themselves. In case you gain 200 pounds and look different with purple hair. Yeah, YouTube's really good about keeping things quiet. Okay, if we could stop talking about stuff that incriminates us, I'll go ahead and unmute you guys from the live stream, okay? Well, what happened during your test live stream the other day? I got banned. Oh, okay. Yeah, something about being a lot lizard named Truck Bad Boss. You know, whenever I worked for Crosland, that was the hardest part about switching over. Like, we'd get one job done, so we go to the next station and start working on another job. And it would be, we'd have to do a check-in, and that was the hardest part about, like, you know, I worked on a steel erection crew, welding, putting up girders, I-beams, all that. And the hardest part about the job was waiting for all these illegal immigrants with the same social security number to get past the check-in. Because we couldn't start work until that was done. Not too many people heard about the Micronesians. They're not that popular around parts. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm muting the YouTube live stream if you guys can. Jesus, charts, people. This is not Rumble. This test has been failed. Well, at least nobody's naked. Right, Montana? Montana, I'm looking at you. It's a selfie camera stick, I promise. That's how I drink my coffee. Man, he's in my house. Yeah. Never gonna eat that one again. Where'd Chris go? I see. He usually says goodbye. Chris. Yeah, it was a while ago. He just I'm the youngest, probably one of the best youngest grandparents there is. I don't have any grandkids. I'm really good at being a grandparent. I love sugaring up their kids. I'm like, you take those bastards and you take care of them now. They're all sugared up. No, I didn't break in. It's like this. I'm going to exit. I'm going to end that one, and I'm going to start another one off of a different alternative kind of thing. No, one that would probably get us there faster because it might work. So. You did a top chat? Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah. K. Bauer said, don't forget all the Russians and Chinese and Iranian troops in South America now. That was a good point. I'm new to this streaming thing, so forgive me for not reading that when it came out, which was probably like 10 minutes ago, because I think we were talking about that like 20 minutes ago. You guys are troopers if you're sticking in there. Good job. No, I can't, actually. I've got it set to a minute delay, though. So, because I was hoping that would actually... Oh, there's one. Oh, yeah, there we go. The myth, the legend, the man. Okay, so mainly whenever I do the things you're supposed to do on a stream. Okay. I can't do it, guys. I can't. I'll try. So? Yeah, I can't just leave my arm still. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank Jesus. He was a really good guy. I'll be right back. I'm ending this one, and I will post another one in this chat. Oh, well, never mind. I'll wait. I'll wait for the like. Hit the like, subscribe. And then I'll also... No, just the fatter one. What'd you say, Z? This is not your typical live stream, guys. I can hear you Dickheads. That's my favorite word, by the way. Saying dickhead wrong, calling it dickheads. Dickheads. Yeah. Me too, but they made a mom joke and I was like, I'm out.